And we're back again for the next day on this bad boy, the XF Falcon. You can see it in the daylight with the Simmons on it there. It's definitely way too high at the back. Looks a bit crazy. The rims are just dirty as well. I'm definitely not going to keep them on there. It's not legal with the spacers and they're 20s. So it's not going to pass the roadie like that. I just thought I'd chuck them on there because I had to take them off my other car. So I'm going to finish, too bright, there we go. I'm going to finish paint correcting. This side's pretty much good to go. I think just here I haven't done in there. Front bumper a little bit. I think I have the strip for here. I'm going to put that on. As you can see overnight, the boot is beading up nicely. And where I haven't buffed, it's not beading at all. I've got to find two good tail lights or tail light covers. If anyone out there's got either, they don't want to hit me up. Yeah, let's get this side done and then we can start hitting this interior. So check out that seat, looks like someone's taken a poo-poo in there. Give this a full clean out. I might get in there with some soap and like an old shaving brush and just soap it all up and clean it. I just want it to be like looking half decent. Like look down in there, disgusting. Carpet's looking pretty bad. Door trims are dirty. Door doesn't open. Even the back seat. Hopefully that wet vac that I've got is gonna make this look good. I'm gonna try a different process that I did to the EA. I mean, look at the back, there's like dog hair and stuff in the carpet. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna get into finishing this buff off. So this is where we're at so far. It's absolutely phenomenal, the results. The dents stand out a bit more now, but I'm so happy with how this has come out. Look at that. I don't know if you guys remember how faded this thing was before I started. It's not perfect. I could have spent way more time on it, but it was pretty bad, and I think I've brought it to a level that looks a bit better. So obviously before we had the badges, the rear bar needs to be fully redone, and there's like a lower piece down here that's all smashed up, which I'm gonna have to pull off and just panel beat it and then respray it. Because like from the back of the car, that just looks ugly. I got to give it a wash again because it's still got little bits of cutting compound on it. But yeah, really happy with that. The front bar's not done properly, but it kind of looks like it did now when it was wet before. Okay, so I've got this shaving brush and some soapy water and a rag, and I'm just going to sit here and start cleaning. So my mentality here is I want to clean from top to bottom. The roof lining is mint in this, so I can't show you right now, but the dash is really dirty. All in there is really dirty. All the buttons are dirty. But as I kind of throw the dust down, then the last thing I'll do after cleaning all this is vacuum, get rid of all the rubbish, vacuum the seats, and then I'll get the wet vac onto the seats. This steering wheel needs to be repainted. Might have to get a color match. And we've got cracks in the dash, so I've got to do something about that. Maybe I'll just like fill them with resin or something. I don't really care too much about having this looking super immaculate, just as long as it's roadworthy. And yeah, just a cool little cruiser. I know how long it takes to get cars immaculate, and it takes a lot of money and time and finding parts and all that kind of crap. All right, let's do this. So I've never actually tried this method before, but I've seen it. I wish I had my compressor here because I would just blow it with air, but I've left it at my parents' house. I don't really want to get the seats too wet. I guess they're gonna get soaked anyway. So this is pretty much just gonna shampoo everything. Whatever spiders are in here. I'm gonna clean this whole car and then find out that there's like a major rust hole underneath and it's not salvageable. It's gonna be great. Fucking stinks in here. This has not been cleaned, I reckon, in over 15 years. The amount of dirt coming off and grime. Probably should get the steamer in here. I just reckon soapy water. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up the electrics. Oh, look at that. You can see that black shine again. Even after this, you can tell it's just all faded from sitting out in the sun. I don't really want it to sit out in the sun any longer than it needs to, so the plan will be to chuck a cover on it. getting a phone call.
Hey, it's just me. I'm at the phone shop with the guy now.
I'm just working on the car. Do you want me to quickly run it down?
Well, he's saying that he has his phone he can bring to me. He's just working on the car, but...
Alright, so it's actually the next day now. I probably look completely different because I shaved my beard off. And I accidentally shaved half my eyebrow off as well when I was trimming those long hairs on my eyebrows. Super embarrassing, but yeah. I had a phone call from my friend who needed my help. Really sad situation. Her partner actually committed suicide from depression not that long ago. And it was a real shock to me. It just really goes to show how, guys, we've got to make sure we take depression seriously, especially our friends who are depressed. It's almost like cancer, you know, it could be like a ticking time bomb. And I always thought, you know, a lot of people maybe just kind of say they want to kill themselves for attention. I guess a lot of people might do that, but in some cases it's actually serious. So I know this is not really relevant, but I just wanted to put that out there because it's actually a really serious thing and it's super sad. So I had to go drop off a phone because she needed a phone. Then on the way back from that, I got a phone call from my dad saying that my grandma fell over and he couldn't pick her up because she's quite heavy and old and fragile. So then I had to go to my parents to help my dad pick my grandma up and put her back on her chair. So fully got sidetracked yesterday and we're gonna hit it again today. Weather's looking good. Car's not looking that good in here, but yeah, I'm gonna spend some time. Probably should vacuum this. I did start. All right, let's get stuck into it. Picked up this Bissell, it's like a wet vac cleaner. It's for couches and carpets and whatever. It sprays this stuff on, like solution that you mix up in one chamber, and then it collects all the shit through this line into the next chamber. So I'm gonna give this a crack on the carpet and the seat, and we can see the difference. Alright, so this is what we're looking like in the back right now. The bottom of the seat, ew. The carpet, ew. Someone's done some carbon fiber custom contact on top of the obviously ripped thing, which doesn't actually look too bad on that. This seat here, it needs to be kind of pulled, so I might take the whole seat off. Obviously it's like ripped here. See if I can somehow re-secure the material, and then I'm going to use that wet vac on here and try and get this looking good again, and then hopefully, yeah, it's going to scrub up all right. A lot of vacuuming to do down the bottom here. Let's get into it. Alright, so I've done pretty much half of the rear seat and look at the difference. That's not dry yet, so when it dries it should come up a bit lighter. What it was looking like before, you would almost think that that needs to go to in the rubbish bin, but then we bring it back up. Obviously the crease marks in it are making it not look as good, but like I said, hopefully I can pin that thing back somehow and get it in. I just wanted to do half of it so you guys can see the difference. That looks pretty bad just there.